People, whether they want to admit it or not, have been keeping a very close eye on you. And if you feel like they've been keeping a close eye on you while simultaneously ducking and dodging you, baby, you're the word on the street. And they're hiding their men and their little dog too from seeing you. I said what I said. Stop giving yourself such a hard time. Knock it off. I am speaking to someone who is a perfectionist in recovery. Being a perfectionist in recovery and a people pleaser in recovery is a dangerous combination, but here we are. I need to remind you how badass you are, and you just need to remain optimistic and unfazed. And what I mean by that is people follow you around energetically like a puppy dog because you got it going on. Did you bump your head? Did you get amnesia before clicking on this video? I need to remind you that your manifestations are coming in. And they're going to look a little bit different than what you thought they were going to look like, but it's going to be okay because you can fix this. You can change things if you want to. God is bringing you some angelic helpers that are going to help you relax. I pray that I am one of them, but I know you have others that are going to actually be in the 3D, one, if not two helpers. Well, let me back it up. Spirit's telling me you're going to have one helper in the 3D and one online. I hope I'm your one online, but let me just mind my business. That is my quote of the day. Let me just mind my business, because maybe you're like me and you're an overthinker in recovery, a people pleaser in recovery, and a perfectionist in recovery. That is a very chaotic combination to lose your ever-loving mind. Ain't nobody harder on you than you. So your shadow competitors, you don't see them. You're not worried about them. You couldn't care less. But you could be seeing angel number 444 everywhere. Things maybe have been going awry, but for your highest good. I feel like you're being taken on the best tangent of your life. And it's so you can discover new things and new people. Your glow up right now that you didn't even see coming is turning heads. But guess what, bestie? You are always turning heads. So I know that you're like in here and you're bugging. Forgive yourself. Give yourself grace. You don't have it all figured out. But guess what? You're working through the trauma of what used to be. Okay, there is something traumatic that you've gone through. Spirit is saying there's two things that maybe you've been reflecting on this week. Things that you tried to change about yourself. And you have been reflecting on, oh, should I have done that? Maybe it wasn't a good idea. Maybe it was. And it was for your betterment. It served you for that season. And now it's evolving. Maybe somebody brought something up to you and they're like, why'd you do that? I don't know about that. Maybe you shouldn't have done that. Check them, okay? Check anyone that's going to make you feel any worse than you already do. But I see you coming up out of this, I don't know, this pit of maybe I made these crappy decisions. This ended up being really traumatic. I thought it was going to be a good thing and it ended up not being a good thing. You are healing from this. It is time for you to get a glimpse into this magical doorway of this new timeline, of this quantum leap. I know I'm speaking to someone that has been feeling really stuck. But you are the spiritual guru. You are the spiritual teacher. And when you walk around in general, class is in session. So you need to get up out of your head. You need to forgive yourself for things that you've done that like maybe you aren't proud of. Maybe they didn't turn out that great. And you are mean to yourself. Like, why did I do that? That was so stupid. Maybe it was a transit. Maybe it was something permanent. Maybe it was a big purchase that you can't take back. Whatever it is, your life is changing tremendously, but for the better. Take it easy. Give yourself some grace. The dogs are going off right now, and it's like really late at night. So I feel like that's confirmation. Keep thinking outside of the box, view things from a higher perspective, but have fun. I feel like you're getting a new cheat code that something that you can do less of, or something that you can subtract from what you already do day to day, is going to be very helpful for your stamina, for what is sustainable for you. Okay, a certain way that you were living was not sustainable. Though you tried it out, it was making you irritated. So maybe it was pressure that you were putting on yourself. I feel like this message is everywhere. Please bear with me. It's for somebody. This message is for someone. There was something that you were doing that you added to your plate, and you thought that it was helping, but it was probably making you more irritated. You're going to be subtracting things from your plate that maybe you thought for a long time you were going to be heavily reliant on. Your glow up is always turning heads. You're always figuring things out. So I keep getting, think outside the box. Or this is what you're good at. You are good at thinking outside of the box. You are coming into a lot of money. This is a big season of recognition, gains, wins. I can't even speak English. I've been having so many technical difficulties today, and it's important that I slow down, forgive myself, keep it short and sweet. And you're going to be spiritually seeing people differently. We kind of talked about this in another message, where people are targeting you because they want what you possess. And what you possess is this heart of gold. And if they could snatch that, because there is a bounty out for your heart, whether it's a celebrity or your neighbor next door or your terrible boss, whoever it is, these people want your psychic abilities and your eternal youth. You do not look like the things that you've been through, and you do not look your age. People don't believe the age that you are. And people want this type of glow that is eternal. Affirm it below. I think outside of the box. I have an eternal glow. I am sipping on the fountain of youth. Did I say you think outside the box? I think outside the box. I am the word on the street. Hello. I said what I said. All of the people that are ducking and dodging you right now, that are not rooting for you, that are not telling you, hey, slow down, forgive yourself, you're freaking awesome. Clock it. Because I know you saw them shapeshift in front of you, or they're hiding from you because they're figuring out what and who you are. You are the real Slim Shady. You are the real high priestess, the real seer. You have the gift of sacred sight. Everybody has it, but not everybody taps into it. It's time for you to remember that you are an artist first. You are authentic first. You are a part of the divine. You are part of this light army. Does that make sense? So you can kind of do whatever it is that you want to do. You don't have to be so mean to yourself that it has to look a certain way or that it has to be perfect. You make things that should look crazy look effortless. I can't talk. I'm trying. Mercury's almost out of the microwave. There have been people monitoring spirits that have been relentless in your life. And because of that, you've had to do a lot of healing. You've had to do a lot of stepping back, who am I? What am I doing? I know who you are. You are an artist with the gift of sacred sight. And what I mean by that is, however you help the collective as a light worker, as an empath, as an intuitive, whether you are painting, drawing, marketing, advertising, singing, influencing, reading, channeling messages, you just need to remember that you are your inner child unlocked. Anything that you do is going to turn out well because you do it with love. You do it with your whole heart and your whole butt and your whole soul. Okay? Over it below. I be doing things with my whole heart and my whole tush and my whole soul. So I just feel like I need to get on here to remind you what is beautiful about you is that you think outside of the box. Forgive yourself for all the years that you were a people pleaser, that you were a perfectionist, that you were an overthinker. You're starting to let that go and showing people I'm incredibly unfazed. You better back it all the way up. Everybody else that's clocking who and what you are, Mr. or Mrs. Word on the street, they're running. Okay, these are people that maybe you thought were going to be your friends or at least an ally or an acquaintance Let your ancestors watch who they are, okay? People are going to have to take several seats to tune into what you're doing because you will spiritually blind them. So I have a prayer that I use. Anyone trying to spy into my life illegally, may their spiritual eyes be blind. Anyone trying to hear into my life illegally, may their spiritual ears be deaf. When people are looking at you that have bad intentions as you move into this new timeline, they're not going to be able to hear correctly. They're not going to be able to see correctly. It's just going to be, I don't know how to explain that, but it'll make sense to you. So yeah, people have been relentless with you because you've always been a star that was meant to shine. And there were a lot of people that tried to get you to not shine, to not sparkle, to dim it, to water it down, to not speak. I have the song Fancy by Iggy Azalea. First things first, I'm the realist. Okay, affirm it below. First things first, I'm the realist. Drop this and let the whole world feel it. When you speak, when you cry, when you sing, people feel these emotions. And it's getting to the point where people that don't have good intentions towards you, they're not going to know what to feel or what to say or how to speak because they're going to be so triggered and they're going to be so blinded. The dogs are going off. They're going off. Drop this and let the whole world feel it. Drop your art. Say what's on your mind. Speak from your soul. It doesn't have to be perfect. People will clock your heart. It's kind of like when I cry on here sometimes. You remember. Sometimes when I cry on here, you guys can feel that. And then you're also crying. You can feel my intentions. You can feel my emotions. You can feel that I am feeling the pain that you are enduring or internalizing. That is what you do for other people. So in this season, there's going to be a lot of others that are going to be resonating with you. But yeah, you are getting a spiritual helper, an angelic helper in the 3D and one on social media. And these are people that are also trying to rise. They're people that are also artistic, that are standing up for themselves. They could be in recovery. They could be addicts in recovery. They could be people pleasers in recovery, hotheads in recovery, whatever they are recovering in. They are going to kind of remind you like, hey, you're great the way that you are. And this person is never going to let you forget how inspiring you are. Like, I was talking to my friend today and she was like, girl, after I got sober, I realized that I hadn't really been taking care of myself the way that, like, you know, when you're in your addiction, I was in my addiction for a long time, I got used to going without things because my, you know, situation came first. And that I needed 2 jobs for. It's one job to pay bills and one job for the situation that I was in. And so I went without a lot of things because it was like, ooh, get your nails done or go do this. And go do, like, do you know what I mean? So she was telling me that when she met me, I reminded her of being a girly girl or, you know, getting their lashes done or just being cute, feeling beautiful, feeling pretty. And she's like, you helped inspire me to want to, like, get my lashes done, feel pretty again, get ready. And I was like, I love that. You know, I like be in my pajamas most of the time. If you guys know me, you know I freaking love pajamas, sweatshirts, sweaters. Like, that's my vibe nowadays. But I say that to say this. You inspire people to do things differently. Not because they have to be perfect. Not because they need to step it up. Just because you reflect in them or you mirror something to them that says, hey, you are allowed to do this for yourself. You are allowed to have this for yourself. Don't let anyone make you feel bad for wanting to feel beautiful in whatever way that you define that. You know, I'm sure there's a lot of people out here that want to tell me about myself, but I'm not going to freaking listen to them. If I wanted to listen to them, I can go to my freaking family's house. Do you know what I'm saying? If I wanted to get picked on, if I wanted to feel like the black sheep, if I wanted to feel bullied, if I wanted to feel bad about my physical appearance, I could go to their house and get a freaking earful. But I cut them out for a reason. So you guys are not going to let people play out their insecurities and their fears and the things that they don't get to do. You're not going to let them project that onto you. You've got this spiritual armor. And now that your sacred sight is being amplified, now you can see people shape-shifting. People cannot glamour you. You know, like in True Blood, where the vampires can glamour the humans to make them forget things? People cannot glamour you. They cannot. So where you used to fall for things before because you were kind and you wanted to give somebody the benefit of the doubt, you're clocking it now. So when you drop something, when you say something, when you show up, the whole world feels it. It has a ripple effect. So I freaking love that. Like this friend, she always reminds me to stand up for myself. Like, hey, if I don't want to do that, then I don't have to do that. Or if I don't like something, it's okay to say it. And so she teaches me that. And then I help her with other things. Like I was like, yeah, let me hook you up with my lash girl. Like she's freaking awesome. And it's like all of us like networking and hanging out and being these little, little entrepreneurs, but also being spiritual. And I'm so grateful for that. You guys have an angelic helper coming in that is going to remind you that you are the freaking shit. Did you forget? So it's time that you see this glimpse into this magical doorway that is going to be your new timeline. I love it. Someone here could be feeling really nauseous for some reason. Really nauseous, like your nerves are, I don't know, it's like you're going through some type of ascension and you're not normally nauseous like this. I got it so strongly. So let me know if that is you in the comments. If you have been feeling nauseous. I don't know. Or maybe somebody's pregnant. I don't know. Let me mind my business, okay? Let me mind my freaking business, though. You are no longer going to let people project onto you that you're crazy or that you're full of issues or that you're too high maintenance. You are working through major trauma, that you are not a burden. Okay? You are not a burden. You can do what you want to do. You can say what you want to say because you do that with a big heart. Like that is why there's this bounty out for your likeness, for your authenticity, because you are the word on the street. People are always have your name in your mouth, or you know what I'm saying. People always have your name in their mouth. And you can tell when you walk into a room that people are just, talking about you. So something that you're not going to be doing anymore is if you don't want to do something, you're not going to do it. Like, instead of stringing somebody along and giving them false hope, like, oh, I really don't want to hang out with them. I have a bad feeling. I feel like I shouldn't do that. You're just not going to do it. Okay? You're not going to pick up. You're not going to string anybody along. You're going to be named a villain, but that's okay. We are the villain in some people's story. It's time to pass out a brick wall. You're hesitant for a reason. Some people want to reconcile with you and they've already showed you who they are. So you don't need to go backwards because you have become the all-seeing eye. People are going to say, oh, they're so mean. They don't want to come around or they don't want to do this. Or like, who do they think they are? Teacher's pet. Somebody with divine favor. Riddle me what? I'm pretty freaking important. First things first, I'm the realist. You don't have to explain anything to anybody. So you have this new energy coming in. You're feeling it. Maybe that's why you're feeling a little bit nauseous because like the last bit of the grit is about to be purged. Or it's about to be cleansed off of you or prayed off of you. Or like maybe you're going to sleep it off, pray it off, wash it off. I don't know. Or like rest it off. Yeah. I just did a message on Patreon the next 72 hours. Like what you need to know. And it reminds me of a message I channeled over there that, maybe you're going to be sitting it out for 72 hours and just not answering or feeling obligated to do things for people. Because again, your life is changing tremendously and you don't want to have to be cautious all the time. Like, oh, I promised them this, oh, they're going to want this for me, or I told them that. You're not giving anybody false hope. that doesn't really belong in your life. You can tell right now who doesn't have good intentions. So this next chapter is going to be top secret. This is your top secret mission. No one is really going to know what you're up to. And I feel like this is why there's so many eyes on you. There's so many people watching you because they see you shifting. They see you going through this metamorphosis and they want to know more, but you're not giving them the details. You're not giving them any notes. On top of that, you're just keeping things very private, very tight-lipped, because you got some very big plans and you are not doing any explaining. I like it. I'm going to say that again. You have very big plans and you're not going to do any explaining. Okay, trust yourself. Spirit is saying trust yourself to make the right decision. Trust yourself that you know what you want. Or even if it's not right, it doesn't come out right at first. Like, you think outside of the box. You're really good at coming up with solutions. So stop being so freaking stinking mean to yourself. Or don't let anybody come in that is being mean to you. Oh, we got toxic. Don't you know that you're toxic? Clock people. I feel like somebody's been picking on you. Maybe they didn't realize that they were picking on you, or maybe they just like to live in the past, or they said something mean to you that was really hurtful. Somebody could have said something to you this week that was extremely hurtful because it's something that you've been working through on forgiving yourself. It could have been a mistake that you made. So you've been working on forgiving yourself for this mistake or this mishap, and somebody could have brought it up again. So it could have made you feel like, well, dang, tell them like, hey, that hurts my feelings. Don't talk to me that way. I'm already trying to forgive myself for this situation. Like, don't do that. So yeah, I see you guys cleansing your mind, your body, your soul. We have stop. You can tell them like, stop. I'm not going to talk to you if you're going to be disrespectful. I don't know if this is family. I don't know if this is a lover. But, you might get out a couple good cries this week. And I feel like that's going to be good for you because there's something that you've been holding in, something that you did where you're like, dang, I wish I wouldn't have done that. Like, that was so stupid. I wish I could take it back, but I can't. And maybe somebody's, bringing it back up. Like, remember when you did this? And it's going to make you, like, your righteous rage is going to come out. Let it. Let it. Like, that hurts my feelings. Don't talk to me that way. Like, I'm working through this. Like, stop. Yeah, I'd be pissed too. So yeah, you're going to be clocking people that are trying to act toxic around you. We have anger. What did I just say? Let out that righteous rage with people that are trying it. You don't have to be anybody's trash can or karmic chew toy. You don't have to, don't let people dump on you or pick on you. We have karma. Let them get their karma. But know this. You have been manifesting things at a very fast rate. So it's good that you're going to try to take a break, forgive yourself, rest, so you can be very mindful of your thoughts. Maybe you've been feeling really irritated the last couple of weeks because there's been so much going on. And this last transit was freaking a doozy. But I say that to say this. Whatever was irritating you, you're working through it. And certain things that have thrown a wrench in your plans have been quickly fixed. Like, fixed faster than you thought they could be. And so that's good news, right? Do you know what I mean? Like, certain problems are popping up. And normally they might stay problems for a while. These problems are getting fixed faster than normal. So that is a win. Okay, Holy Spirit, is there anything else we need to know? We have calm down. Thanks, Spirit. And bin it. Chuck it in the F it bucket. If it doesn't serve you, if it's something that you don't want to be around, chuck it in the F it bucket. You don't need it. And that's going to make room for other things. I also see you guys doing a lot of decluttering. It was one of the first cards that came out was decluttering your life. I see you guys forgiving yourself for having to throw things away or working through things that you need to purge, that you need to get out of your house, that you need to get out of your life, and being okay with that. You have a special offer coming in and it has to do with prosperity. So buckle up, bestie. Okay, anything else? You have a lot of people that are jealous of you. Jealousy just popped out. You have people that are green with envy. We have turn away. It's okay to turn some people away. They don't have good intentions. They're just going to freaking stress you out. What do we need that for? We don't. This could also be a job. This could be family members. We have the future. You're starting to realize like who is not going to be a part of your future. And that's okay. I feel like people were trying to come in and reconcile. You were considering it. And now you're kind of like, I see where that's not going to work. Or these people had no intention of committing. Spirit's telling me some of these people had no intention of committing, even though they wanted to reconcile. I don't know if it was for convenience or to get something out of it or what. Then you have other people that wanted to reconcile with you because they wanted to backstab you again. So you're turning people away. You're decluttering people, places, things that you tune into, how you're influenced, and you're going to unleash the artist in you again. Okay, that's what your light is, what is making this world go round. You are part of what makes the world go round. We need people that are inspirational, that make us want to sing, that make us want to dance, that make us want to smile, laugh, write, play. This is what you do. And there is an army of you chosen ones, of you light workers. You have this type of magic that needs to be shared with the world. And that's why you deal with so much jealousy and so much hate and so much envy. I kind of feel like if people don't come up to you and they aren't in awe of you, I'm not saying that you need this for like an ego boost or you need to be gassed up or anything like that. That's my job. Okay, bestie, leave that to me. Okay, just kidding though. But you kind of know this spiritually and intuitively, that when people come up to you, if they're not like, oh my gosh, you're so awesome, you're so this, I really like this about you, or that's so cool, I really like that you did this, or I really like your work, and then people that just don't say anything, you know. Like, you guys have a lot of people that are jealous of the artist in you. So affirm it below. I am unlocking a new character. I am unlocking the artist in me. The artist in you can be messy. And that's the authentic part of you. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be so edited and filtered and cookie cutter. People resonate with you and they like you for just being you. So I see you guys being kinder in the way that you speak to yourselves. Like, I'm not going to tell myself I'm a hot mess. I'm not going to say FML. I'm not going to call myself dumb or stupid or anything. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to speak to myself differently. I'm not going to say that my health is bad. I'm not going to say that my body's always turning on me. You are clocking those things that you say to yourself. So yeah, open yourself to receive. You are being rewarded for all the times that you've paid it forward. And trust me, bestie, you have paid it forward a lot. Now, I know this message seems super specific, but again, we are all grown here, and you will know if it is for you. We have contentment. Prepare to be content in your own spiritual bubble, okay? You're in your own little world. They did a message about that, you being in your own little world. Okay, anything else? Celestial alignment. You are being prepared for celestial alignment. So you're on the right track. That's another part of this message. Like, you don't need to be so hard on yourself. You're not in the wrong place. You're not on the wrong path. You're exactly where you're supposed to be, even if you took a detour. This is all a part of you being in tune, your celestial alignment. Okay, Holy Spirit, can I have a couple more? Okay, we have the Ascension left. I'm going to take one more. Thank you. All right, bestie. We have enter the magic, live in the now, and seize the moment. Sometimes you might like to wait. You're like, no, I don't want to upset them. I don't want to say anything just yet. Why wait? You know what you know. You're very intuitive. You know what you know. You know what you like. You know what you want to do. So say it. Say it with your whole chest. Like, actually, I don't like this. I'm sorry. Or maybe don't say sorry. Actually, I don't want to go do that. Actually, I don't want to make plans. Like you want to live in the now. You don't want to have to worry about the future with people that you don't want to hang out with. You don't want to worry about the future and people you don't want to work with. You don't want to worry about people that are coming back from the past that want to reconcile that you don't want to reconcile with. You're just gonna say no because you are seizing the now. Affirm it below. If you made it this far into the message, I am seizing the now. Riddle me what? Seizing the now. Oh my gosh, we got caring community. You are going to be a part of a community where you get to participate and belong. Not feel like an outcast, not feel like a weirdo, not feel like, oh, these people aren't going to like me. No. These people are going to love you because you are lovable. Your love is legendary. Oh, I love this for you. Enrich your life. So I see you guys, like, I don't know if you're going on a healing retreat or if you're going on a trip or a cruise. If you're meeting people online or doing some type of workshop. I don't know what this is, but you're going to be meeting people. I know, besties, we're going outside. Don't tell anybody. Then we have the Ascension lift. Prepare for rapid spiritual growth. Be ready for opportunities. This is the Ascension lift. This might be why you're a little bit dizzy, lightheaded, nauseous. You are on the Ascension lift. Prepare for rapid spiritual growth. Be ready for opportunities. You are ready. We are SpongeBob and we are ready. I love you guys so much. And I just wanted to hop on here, and this was supposed to be a really quick message, and now I don't know how many minutes it's been because I had to stop and start so many times, but I digress. I wanted to remind you to be gentle with yourself. It's okay to tell people how you feel. It's okay to say, I don't like that. That hurt my feelings. Don't talk to me that way. Don't call me anymore. I don't want to work here anymore. Or to not want to be in some type of rat race. Okay, that was another thing that I got is maybe you don't want to be in a rat race of having to do something continuously or feeling enslaved to a certain program or a certain way of living. Think outside the box because that is where you will reside. Okay, you're going to make your own box and you're going to think outside of that one. But yeah, it's important that you're doing that and that you're not apologizing for the way that you think, for the way that you see things, because you will know the people that are committed to misunderstanding you. And you don't need to be hanging out with them anyways. You feel me? Okay, you guys, let me know what's going on in the comments. I love you guys so much. I hope that you guys have been enjoying this week's messages. Remember, all important links are in the description box. Don't forget to smash the you-know-what. Hype up this video if you claim this message. I'm just so appreciative of you guys and just your love, your support, your encouragement. It means so much to me. Like, you guys are my best friends. You guys are my besties. We are family here. And if you're new here, I hope that you enjoyed this message. So yeah, drop your favorite affirmation. Let me know what's going on. Let me also know if you heard any dogs barking during this message, because that normally doesn't happen, but you know, I am filming later than normal. Either way, I digress. Okay, it's been the longest day ever, you guys. You don't even know. You don't even know. You don't want to know. Anyways, I love you, and I will see you in the next one. I love you guys. Bye.